Fabulous. Thank you very much, everyone. Okay, so hope you're enjoying yourself so far. Had a good chance to speak to everyone, meet a few people, swap some details. Please take photographs all through the day. If you want a great photo of yourself from social media, sit with your back to the glass and then just take your picture. I'm not responsible for anything that happens, obviously, but it is a great photo if you want it. What we've got now, we wanted... For those of you at the Dragon's Den event, we had Rachel Elner, amazing event, amazing person. And when we were doing this event, we sat down and we said, who are we going to have at this event? Which celebrity do we want doing a speech? And we thought, well, why do we want someone else? We've got a community full of such amazing people. And you all think about the journey you're on. Everyone else is on a similar journey. They're all going through the same emotions. They're all having the same problems. They're all settling for the, possibly for the first time in a new country, so you're all sharing something in common. So we said we've got so many amazing stories in the community. Let's have some of our community come on up and talk about the challenges they faced and how they've overcome them. So the next half hour, 45 minutes, please come and go as you feel. There's more food, drink downstairs. If you need a loo break, help yourselves. But the next hour or so is about whoever sat in that chair. And the first person to sit in that chair, Karen, who have we got first? Is it Ethan? Ethan! If you don't know Ethan, you've got to spend 10 minutes coming to meet him. Ethan, have a seat. If you haven't met Ethan yet, I'll say this about everyone in the community, find 5 minutes to talk to him, because Ethan knows a lot of things about a lot of things. And he's such an amazing person to speak to. So Ethan, I'm going to shut up for once now. Tell me about your business. Just start off, introduce yourself, tell us a bit about your business. Okay. And you, where you're from, so on.
Is this on? Yeah. Well, my name's Ethan, and I'm an entrepreneur. I started my first business about 35 years ago, and every day's a learning experience, and I'm learning and getting there and still winning. For those that don't know me, or haven't guessed yet, it's true, I'm from the colonies. G'day. And like a lot of you, I'm here on a startup visa, so I don't know which drop-down you selected, whether it was UK, England or Great Britain, but one of those. I actually have two businesses at the moment. One is called Particle Reduction Technologies, which is basically a collaboration with Cranfield University, where we're developing a technology that I've had for a few years, which will turn anything into a powder about 10 times smaller than talcum powder. And that business will then work in with a second business called EV Green, which is going to recycle end-of-life EV batteries using the particle reduction technology. And that is a business that's collaborating with or working with Derby University. Sorry.
It's a techie business.
Yeah, very techie.
You knew who your customer base was coming over and so on to a degree. You had partners in place with the universities, or
I've done all that since I've been here.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
What's the biggest challenge you faced?
Well, coming to the UK, I guess the biggest challenge I've faced is learning a second language. Actually, yeah. Because, for example, I mentioned I've got a partnership with Derby University, and for the first month I had this partnership, I kept on calling it Derby University, and someone had to tell me it was actually Derby. Because in the colonies we say der, not dar. So obviously that was a bit of a struggle for me. Another example is football. Football really implies that there's something happening with a foot and a ball, but not here. Here they spend about £500 for a pair of boots to run around the field kicking the ball with their head. And confused?
Derby and football probably aren't a good conversation this weekend either. They just got relegated.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. But then, of course, I heard David Beckham speak and it all made sense. But I do like his wife. She's very spicy and a little posh. Sorry, I just need to find my place here.
No mistakes, are you?
Yeah, but so that is actually part of the problem. But the second problem that I found were two words that I just never understood. First word's can't, and the second word's impossible. You know, I'm not used to those two words, but when I got here, I heard it a lot. You know, you can't do that. We can't do this. We can't help you with that. And for me, you know, at the end of the day, can hasn't got a T in it. Really, the only T I believe in is T by Tamara sitting over there. And impossible, it doesn't really make a lot of sense to me, because at the end of the day, you know, impossible doesn't really work. So when they say, I'm sorry, Mr. Hunt, that's impossible, I think, well, actually, Mr. Hunt's my dad, and you don't really need to involve him. And I can see that you're one of these people that, you know, really thinks outside the box. Inside the box. You know, I don't think inside the box, and you're seeing one word, I see two words, and I see I'm possible, not impossible. And I know that Vicky would say it's actually I am possible, but unfortunately I didn't have an A at the time, so it missed out. But at the end of the day, it's something that we all need to think about, is that no matter what obstruction is put in front of us, there's always a way past it. And I think that that's one thing I've learned here, is that there's always a way past every obstruction, and being part of the Innovator Group has really helped me with that, because the amount of support that we get from the team at Innovator is really quite amazing. You know, to be able to get past some of these problems, which, you know, we face every day in different ways. So it's been really a beneficial thing for me. Yeah.
So one thing that really captures me about Ethan as well is, we were joking last night and saying, what's your view of Britain? What's your view of Britain growing up? And Ethan said to me, the one thing about Britain is everyone complains about the weather. And he said the weather's not actually that bad, but they complain about the weather because there's nothing else to really complain about. Which is an honour to Britain. It's absolutely
it's true.
So. Ethan, anything else you want to mention, or is that your story? And
well, just the last thing I wanted to say was that, you know, at the end of the day, we're all entrepreneurs, we're all dreamers, and we're all innovators. We're cans and we're not can'ts, and we're here to make the impossible possible. And I think that at the end of the day, for all of us, there's an opportunity here that we've been gifted by the UK government, and obviously Innovator International endorsing us all, that we wouldn't have found in a lot of other places. So I think that that's something that's really important. And if I was to take one thing out of what I've learned for the time I've been in the UK, it's that there's a lot of support here. I think about my amazing immigration guru, Anna, sitting over in the back there, who without her support, I'm sure I wouldn't have got my visa as easy as I did. So thank you, Anna.
Anna, can you just stand up and give us a wave? Because a lot of people probably here know you. So if you've worked with Anna, please do say hi.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Anna.
And I've made a lot of amazing friends within the community, and the support that I've got from those friends on a daily, weekly, monthly basis, and then again, of course, all our lovely and great innovator team, Karen, Ali, Catherine, Richard, Nick and James. I hope I've got everybody. But they're all here to help us, and the key to all of this is it's a community, and real success in my view is when you help others to get to their goals and dreams at the same time as getting to yours. And I think that if I can leave anything with you, that's the key to all of this, is being part of a community. And look at all the people that are here. Look, we're all entrepreneurs. It's just an amazing opportunity for all of us.
Thank you so much, Ethan. Ethan Hunt. If you've not met Ethan personally, do say hi. Make sure you connect to him. I'm sure those of you who are using WhatsApp at the moment and the community have seen some of Ethan's fantastic comments. And on that note, we are, of course, moving from WhatsApp over to the Insight app over the next few weeks and months as well. But Ethan, thank you so much. Great speech, thank you.
Thank you.
Grab a seat, relax. And Karen, who's next? Thanks, Ethan. Vicky, come on up. Grab a seat, make yourself at home. Lovely to see you again.
Hi, hello.
And Vicky, tell us a bit about you. And Is it still Virtual Educators?
Yes, yes.
It still is. Tell us about yourself, Virtual Educators, where you're from and what you do.
So I'm Vicky, the CEO of Virtual Educators, and I would like to give you a brief outline of my trials and tribulations over the last year. We are a team of English teachers, exam experts, and excelling in English language teaching proficiency to a worldwide audience using online innovations. And I need to have a look at my note. With 17 years of experience in English language teaching, we have been researching the various techniques to improve and develop strategies, interactive and authentic materials for students from their comfort of their home. And we also developed some strategies for and improved learning strategies for the students, mainly to take in or to kind of put them towards taking academic exams as well as English, like everyday English. And as you may know, there are 1.5 billion English language learners worldwide. It's a quite big number, and virtual educators cater to all. We specializing in quite a lot of courses we do specialize in. So in corporate business English, exams for nurses and doctors, IELTS, which is taken by 4 million users annually, as well as university assessment exams, exams for those students who want to prepare and come to live or work in different countries. We also teach little ones, kids from the age 6. And
this is one of the key things as well, because we do get, again, ESL and online learning. We've got a number of people here today with online learning programs. ESL and online learning, ESL's English as a second language, was one of the largest application areas we get. But the innovation in yours really stood out as well. So you've been here probably longer than a lot of people on your visa.
Yeah.
What's the biggest challenge you faced?
So my biggest challenge at the start was keeping up to date with this rapidly flowing economy, with having little experience in running a business, especially in a different country, not forgetting we were in the midst of the global pandemic. And during this pandemic, I created innovative methods to engage with the leaders and suppliers in education. And to be honest with you all, have an idea is all well and good, but support and experience from the experts around you can help you to choose the right or make the right decisions to grow. Yeah, and in my particular industry, in-person meetings and global conferences were the key factors in reinforcing and solidifying relationships. And during the pandemic, not being able to travel, I created the technique so that was easier for us to communicate with the leaders and educators. And our cutting-edge approach to teaching students online helped us to gain more tractions during the pandemic, and that was my biggest challenge. And I need to say, without Innovators International, I wouldn't be in this position that I am right now, trading with profit.
Fantastic, fantastic. Yeah. I think the pandemic has clearly hit so many people. But obviously, where there's a challenge, there's often an opportunity as well. Yeah. And clearly, you've worked to overcome that. And trading with a profit after a single year as well is brilliant. Yeah. So well done.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Vicky.
Thank you.
Hope you let's hear it for Vicky. If you're not connected to Vicky, please do connect to Vicky. And again, if you've got education programs or you do some sort of online learning. Yeah. Do have a chat to Vicky, let her know what you do, because there's always chance for collaboration and to learn from each other as well. Vicky, thank you so much.
You. Can I have one last
Please
word?
do.
Just advice, for those who are setting up their company right in the beginning and they're just started, trust yourself, believe on what you're offering, and don't be afraid to ask. Innovators Internationals are here for you, and they've got one thing in their mind: to help you succeed.
Thank you so much, Vicky. So true. Thank you again. Thank you very, very much. So again, please do connect to Vicky. Again, we've got QR codes, and you will also find Vicky on LinkedIn and on Insight as well. So, Karen, who do we have next?
I don't know how this works. So
It should just be working. Shout.
So we've got Sai and Bamshi next.
Sign Vamshi. Coming up, guys. Okay, thank you. So, Vamshi, tell us a little bit about you. Who are you? Where have you come from? And what are you doing?
Sure. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Myself, I'm Vamshi, co-founder, Avalan Artificial Intelligence Limited. We specialize in home automation products. Some of our products include Avalan IoT boards, face recognition door locks, automated blinds, and smart switches. We are trying to implement complex algorithms at granular level. We started this company with a vision to automate the way you manage your house. We have already commercialized Avalan board 2 months back and receiving tremendous response from the customers. By installing this Avalan board in your house, you will be able to turn on and off any appliances from anywhere in the world. We have our application hosted in the Play Store. Using this app, you can schedule things. Say, for instance, you're going back to your home from your office on a cold winter evening. You want your room to be warmed up before you reach your home. You can schedule that and your room will be warmed up before you reach your home. You forgot to turn off the lights before you set out to office. Don't worry, you can do that from your office. It can be easily integrated with Alexa, and next time ask Alexa to turn on the lights. Face recognition door locks. Using complex machine learning algorithms, we designed a smart lock which works on a spatial orientation. Next time you don't have to carry the keys with you anymore. Just press the button by standing in front of the door and your door will be unlocked. Smart switches to add more beauty to your home, and automated blinds to protect you from the ultraviolet sun rays. Currently, we have 7 customers who are fully utilizing our products and paying us subscription charges. A part of this, we also do consulting. We have one customer in Luxembourg, which is a public sector bank. It's one of the biggest customers of mine, and we are providing our artificial intelligence expertise. We have another customer in Israel who works for the Israel film industry. One of the famous AI company in London is my client now. We have signed agreements with above-mentioned companies, and we are providing our services. We did all this in a span of 10 months. I'll tell you how we did this. Sorry. Exactly 1 year back, we approached Innovator Internationals and asked them to endorse our business plan. Of course, they did it. But I received a very long email from Richards. Very long email. Almost of 2 pages. It's not just an
I wonder where
endorsement.
this is going. I can remember this. It's such a competitive marketplace, so I need to hear this gone far away.
Sure. So, a very long email describing all the potential problems in my business plan. It's kind of like, I was like overconfident. Me and my co-founder was overconfident, and we underestimate the market which we are focusing on. But Richards, he just outlined everything and what we are trying to do. So this helped me to streamline and my strategies and how to develop the products. Till today, that email is star marked in my inbox. And Richards, if you would have endorsed our business plan without writing that email, I will not be standing here in front of you today. That email actually helped us to fine-tune our strategies. Before I read that email, we are kind of overconfident and underestimate the market which we are focusing on because of the expertise we have in AI. But after reading that email hundreds of times, I decided to have a senior advisor, some chief scientist, to look after our products and guide us in a right way. As a result, we launched our product in just in a span of 8 months. And Richard, truly, you're a man of actions, and your experience is indescribable. We are indebted to you because what you have done on the day, the email which you have wrote, that is the foundation course for my business. We have expertise in AI. We are techies. We do tech, but we don't know business development. We don't have that expertise. And we came here as the students, but the thought of becoming an entrepreneur, fulfilling their dreams, we never left that. And if Innovator International was not there, we would have not been successful today. Today, I'm working for a company, a bank, which is in Luxembourg. It's a public sector one. And without that strategies, without utilizing that email, this would have not been done today. And then I also need to tell you one more thing, but trust me, this will not be longer. I got in touch with one fantastic lady called Karen Hocken. After launching our product, we reached out to the builders. Basically, our strategy is we don't want to go to each and every customer or spend lots of money on advertising or marketing our products. So we are trying to go to builders who build villas in a gated communities. So we always go to the builders and tell them that if you are building the houses, so if you install our home automation products and try to automate that house, you will be adding value to your customer, and thereby if you are selling it for 100K, you can increase it to 105 or 110. And you're also trying to do something different from what other people are doing in the market. So we tried to frame these stories and used to tell them, but this guy is really smart and he asked me that, okay, you're giving 10 years of warranty on your products. I agree. What is your visa status? He asked me this question. I was like, I stumbled there and tried to act smart. I told him, I got permission from home office and we will be continuing doing your business. Don't worry about the warranty. Wherever I'm in the world, I'm going to give you a warranty. That's what I said. But this actually disturbed me a lot, and I reached out to Karen and told Karen, one of my customers is asking this, how should I answer this question? Karen was like, Vamshi, don't worry. On behalf of you, I'll talk with your customer and I'll tell them that you're legally eligible to trade in the UK and you will continue to trade in the UK. I have chief advisors and senior advisors, chief scientists, well-wishers in the UK. No one told this. Karen is such a beautiful lady, very kind. She always tried to boost our confidence. Karen, you know what? We are going to do pilot program with that customer in the month of July. He agreed to give 5 houses, and that will be a test to your company. If we are going to add some value to that 5 houses, definitely we will be working, moving forward, we'll be working with that guy. And that will be a big success of our company.
Congratulations.
Oh, fantastic,
Thank you.
fantastic.
That,
The amazing thing is, I'm really grateful to hear that, and I feel quite humbled sat here now. But all I did is ask you questions. You answered them. You went out and got those clients. So I'm putting that back on you. You've done all of that. It was absolutely brilliant. And we're just so grateful to help you because our business is nothing without everyone here. So thank you so much for saying those kind words as well. Congratulations on everything you've achieved there. Having the overseas banks is amazing. The London clients is amazing. And let's carry on making that work and grow. Yeah. Vamshi, thank you so much. Vamshi, please do connect to him. Thank you for the story as well.
Thank you. And one last thing is, exactly 1 year back, we were in a completely confused state, don't know what to do, though we have expertise in AI. Only thing what we did is we kept pushing ourselves forward, and amount of support we received from Karen, Richard, Nick, and James was, I can't just tell in one word. Avalon always stays indebted for our Innovator Internationals, and I can't thank you enough for what you have done in my life. Today, I'm a successful entrepreneur, generating this revenue, everything, only because of you. Everything around me turned beautiful, and I have a team of 11 members working from India today, and the algorithms what I'm building, when we are participating in the conference, even the biggest chip scientists giving us presents. That's only because of the platform what you have provided, and thank you so much for that.
Oh, thank you, Vamshi. Thank you. It means so much to us to know that you're doing well, because that's what drives us. So long may it continue. Thank you very, very much, Vamshi and Sai. Please do connect to these guys. And again, smart homes, such a competitive marketplace, and these guys are cracking it. Thank you so much, so much. Do we know who's after Vamshi and Sai?
Thank you so much for those kind words. I'm actually deeply touched and very moved.
Same here.
Thank you very much indeed. So I'd like to invite Dana to come and talk about her business. Dana, you're very welcome.
Dana, come on up. Lovely to see you again as well. Thank you so much. So Dana, tell us a bit about you, where you've come from, your story, and what you're doing now.
Okay.
All yours.
Okay, thank you. My pleasure. Hi, everyone. It's nice to be here. My name is Dana Saxon. I'm originally from the United States, and I moved here officially last year in 2021, but I was formerly living in the Netherlands. So I've made a few stops before arriving here, and I'm hoping to plant some real roots here and stay for a while. My business is called Ancestors Unknown, and our primary goal is to disrupt history education. So I know there's some educators who are here, and maybe you're aware that when young people are learning history, it's a very limited scope, and a lot of young people don't see themselves represented in classrooms. And when they're seeking information about their histories, where they come from, they don't necessarily know where to turn. The information isn't available to them, even at home. So what Ancestors Unknown is doing is we're introducing young people to the process of family history research and other untold histories, the histories that aren't represented in typical traditional history curricula. Really trying to provide young people with an opportunity to see themselves, their own histories, and start really unique conversations about where they come from with a sense of pride and ownership over those histories as well. Now, we focus on young people, but since I've been here, I've been expanding the scope of Ancestors Unknown and thinking about other ways to reach a wider audience. So we've also expanded to adult audiences, working with some corporations, and exploring new ways to do workshops and just broaden the audience, because generally family history research is beneficial to everyone, not just young people. So yeah, I'm excited to see Ancestors Unknown growing and reaching more schools and adults at the same time.
Fantastic. Things in the Netherlands, it looked like they were going quite well. As soon as we saw the project, we thought absolutely fantastic, because so many people have an ancestry interest, an interest in the backgrounds of families, and of course there are so many websites available. But as soon as you have an ancestor who is outside the UK, accessing documentation to find the history of where they're from and so on, and it's an absolute minefield. Knowing where to go is very, very challenging and very difficult. But it sounds like the Netherlands project was a great starting point. How are things going since you come to the UK, and have there been any big challenges you've had to overcome?
Oh, yeah. Well, thanks for mentioning the Netherlands, because I did say I lived there, but Ancestors Unknown was technically born there. So I did start working with schools there, and I can see that there are opportunities for young people to dive into the archives and see some of their family members. But more often than not, the results come from the conversations that are happening at home, conversations that are happening with elders in their community. So there isn't necessarily a limitation with what archives are available, but the limitation is often the agency that young people feel like they have over their histories, and the questions that they can ask, and the access that they have to elders. So indeed, in the Netherlands, we've found new and creative ways to help young people access their histories, and that's been super cool to reach more schools. And we've been working now with the city of Amsterdam and the city archives there, which is actually having some stability here has given me the ability to grow it there. And also I can borrow some models to reach schools here more creatively and authentically start conversations with young people and the teachers as well, so that they can start bringing these conversations to the classroom.
Fantastic. I think so many of you have had a business in another country, and to bring the experience and the methodology. The one thing that Nick and I always look at when we were looking at the plans is, what background does the person have, and is there a connection to what it is that you're wanting to do? And if there's a connection there, and straight away we saw that you had the connection in Amsterdam, you'd built the business, you had the model, you had the methodology, and we'd hoped that bringing that to the UK would be a nice, easy, smooth process. But it's lovely to see you expanding into adult education as well. And I mean, I guess not even only, adult education institutes, but also helping adults learn about how they can.
Exactly. But I'm glad that you mentioned that your perception of Ancestors Unknown. When I introduced the concept to you, Richard, I was really putting myself out there and just wanting access to be able to move here, and feeling like I needed somebody to take a chance on me and believe in the concept of Ancestors Unknown unknown, and also my ability to manage it. And when you ask about challenge, I had to think really, everything's a challenge, right? Every day
Yeah,
I'm like,
absolutely.
I wake up, I'm like, which challenge am I going to focus on?
Depends how you see it, doesn't it, though?
Exactly.
I don't think Ethan has challenges. Where's Ethan? I don't think Ethan has challenges from what we've heard. You know, everything's an opportunity to do something amazingly. But yeah, absolutely.
But one of my main challenges has been me. I tend to get in my own way, and sometimes I lack confidence, or I get overwhelmed by all of it, and I feel like, maybe it's just a passion project, but this isn't necessarily a sustainable business. But what you all have done for me, and I have to give also another special shout to Karen, because it really means so much to have you all believe in the concept of Ancestors Unknown and the difference that I can make for the people that I'm serving. And that encourages me to get out of my own way. So I just appreciate that, and that building my confidence, and I'm even seeing the results that I can get out there more than I was before.
I think it's a lovely message there. And I think for a lot of people, the biggest obstacle we have is ourselves.
Yeah.
But then you're seeing the results. Who's made those results? You. Yeah. So you're sort of you're the answer to your own challenges, which I think is something that we all face. So it's glad to see it's going so well. As soon as we saw the project, we thought straight away it was so different to anything else we'd seen. And I think you can see your own project and think, is it a lifestyle business, or is it a real, thriving, scalable business? I think what you're doing could have real impact on people's lives. A knowledge of where people have come from and where their ancestors have come from and what they've done. And to know how to trace that ancestry is such a powerful thing to every person, I think. So Thank you so much again. Thank you so much for coming today. Please, do you prefer Dana or Dana?
Dana.
Dana, thank you so much. So Dana, please do connect to Dana.
Please.
We've got LinkedIn codes, as I've said a few times, and we'll keep on saying. And again, if you want to know the methodology to find out more about any of your ancestry, I'd certainly love to know more. Speak to Dana. She knows the ways. Thank you so much again.
Bye.
And so Dana, I think we're halfway through now our fantastic client stories. Hope you're all as inspired as I am. Karen, who's next? Justin. So I connected, Justin's project was in an area where I've got a little bit of knowledge. So I used to work for a company called BA Systems on aircraft and unmanned aircraft. And within about an hour of reading Justin's plans, we were speaking about our fathers. And Justin was helping me identify a plane that my dad used to fly. And I think there's family histories there a lot. So without stealing your thunder, go on, Justin, tell us a bit about who you are and what you do.
Oh, no, thanks for the introduction. And again, just wonderful listening to everybody's stories, and great opportunity to be sitting up here and to share what our business does. It wasn't planned, but to share, I was a career pilot for 23 years and third generation pilot. And my grandfather's probably turning in his grave knowing business that I'm about to get started in unmanned aircraft. But just listening to the other stories, Richard, your endorsement of our business plan really gave me the confidence to take that step and believe in what we are doing. Because, no previous business experience, but the fact that you endorsed it and saw the value in it and just saw the potential.
When you see someone who's got a career like a pilot and they're prepared to give up that career to start their own business, you gave us the confidence that you had the confidence in yourself straight away. To give up a career like being a pilot, and you were flying big planes.
Yeah.
We're not talking about two-seater things here. What was the biggest plane you flew?
Oh, it was varied from commercial airliners to corporate jets.
So
to
we're talking big things.
Yeah.
We're talking big things. And you had that confidence to stop doing that and start a business, and something your family had been. So straight away we thought, this guy's got the confidence. He's prepared to give up that sort of career. So
still sometimes question my decision.
So do I.
I need terrified every third other day.
Yeah. So tell us what the business is. The family's got a good history in aviation.
The Reed Aircraft Company actually started off. That's already started as the endorsement, and it's changed to Area Unmanned. So we design, develop, and build unmanned aircraft for surveillance and potentially logistics. Surveillance will be used for government agencies, and logistics will be for humanitarian aid. Government agencies also with a focus on firefighting as a command and control platform, just a 24-hour surveillance aircraft, and then eventually logistics for humanitarian aid, delivering essential items to remote areas. And one of the challenges is that I know a lot of people refer to unmanned aircraft as drones. I'm a bit of an aviation snob, so I prefer to call them unmanned aerial vehicles. Drones are things that deliver pizzas and take pictures at weddings. But that's how passionate I am about what we're doing. And just one of the challenges we faced, I think everybody here can relate, is a new company in a new country, just not having much of a network base. And we're Innovator International, especially Richard, with your connections in the aerospace industry, we're able to make those introductions to individuals, academics, academia, and companies. And I wanted to just say, those introductions are fair and well, but it takes a lot of courage to pick up the phone and make that call, not knowing what the outcome is going to be of that call. And most calls are positive. Sometimes they just end up being nothing. Or not nothing, but potentially leading to another introduction. So the challenge we faced is that network base, I guess. But something I'd like to share that we're very proud of after only 18 months of trading. We were successful in a tender submission to the Ministry of Defence, and one of 3 companies chosen out of 15 to demonstrate our aerial UAV platform. And that's a lot of credit to that success is down to your introductions. And it was really, really helpful. Wouldn't have been able to do it
Really appreciate
without that introduction. So
I think one of the things that we know, thank you very much, is when you're applying for something like a Ministry of Defence or an MOD tender, the companies you're competing against are large, established organisations. And there are so many businesses in the UK that have been making UAVs for a period of time, and you get imported UAVs as well. So you were competing against a massive marketplace. So to have done that in such a short time frame is absolutely amazing.
Goes back to the introduction to the university. So I wouldn't have been able to do it without you.
One of the things you say as well, Justin, which I think a salesman once told me, he said, you've got to have the ability to make 10 calls and not care about the 9 people that say no, just care about the one person that says yes. And it reminds me of a friend I had many, many years ago. Whether this is correct or not, I'm going to say it anyway. And he'd go to a nightclub, and he'd if he saw a girl he fancied, he'd just ask her for a date. And he'd get turned down and turned down and turned down. And he said, nine women are going to say no to me, but eventually one will say yes.
Well, the one at the end of the evening.
It's the sales philosophy. You don't care about the 9 that say no. You're really looking for the one that says yes. And I think then, as you say, in a sales context, if you understand you're going to go from a referral to another person, I'm not the right person to speak to, can you call them? That's not a no.
Yeah.
So it's a step forward. And I think it's having the courage to keep on going, not be put off, but also to put the no's behind you.
No, exactly.
I hate the no's.
No, then that's what's happened is those introductions have had led to somewhere else. Like I said, some of them have just fallen flat, and but led on to other introductions.
About those.
No,
it's
exactly.
The one that you've had that says yes.
Exactly.
The fact that you've got those MOD contracts, and a lot of established businesses don't have that.
But it's even talking to somebody in a pub the other day, talking about Ukraine and humanitarian aid, and just got invited to a charity lunch out in North Norfolk and meeting another 30 people. So you never know where it could lead you. So just take that courage. Yeah, a lot of people aren't comfortable with speaking to complete strangers. Unfortunately to my wife, I am. I speak to everybody. So have the courage to speak to everyone. You never know where it could lead you.
Oh, words of wisdom. Thank you so much, Justin. Please do connect to Justin. Thank you so much for your time again.
Thank you.
Leave the mic on the chair, and thanks again. Really appreciate it. Thanks. Who's next, Karen?
Sorry, Justin, I just wanted to say thank you so much. Such wise words. So everybody here today, I would encourage you all to connect. You're all feeling the same, a little bit nervous, but you can all support and help each other here today. So go and talk to everybody. Go and talk to each other. Introduce yourselves. So we've got 9 amazing entrepreneurs talking at the front today. We've also got another 100 amazing entrepreneurs in the room you've all also got great stories to tell. So Justin, thank you for those wise words. Do talk to each other and share your stories and help and support each other too.
I think by way of introduction as well, you've got so much in common. You're either from a similar area in the world, you either live in a similar area now, or you're all on a similar journey. So you've all got so much in common to speak about anyway. So please do chat away. Karen, who's next on the list?
Amazing. Could I introduce Tamara, please?
Tamara, come on up. Lovely to see you again. Please. So Tamara, you were one of the first
Yes.
people we endorsed.
Yes, that was 2 years ago, right? During COVID.
Yeah, well, yeah,
yes.
absolutely. So tell everyone who you are
Yes.
and what it is that you do.
Okay, so my name is Tamara Al Saadi. I'm originally from Palestine, Jerusalem. And I grew up in, so I come from a very multi-diverse kind of culture, but I've always loved the UK and always wanted to come here eventually. So my business idea is a little different from anyone else here. I'm a baker. I studied here about 5 years ago in one of the most prestigious culinary schools, Cordon Bleu, London. I'm sure if you guys have heard of it. And then I continued some studies in cake design between London and Paris. After that, I worked back home in Jordan for about 4 years. I was doing, I carried on the business from Jordan. But my dream was always to eventually come here to London and open my own shop. So during the time I was working there, I was always looking for ways to come here and get my visa and get going. And I got lucky to be able to get the visa and come here. So I wanted to, because I come from a background with, I feel like, very exotic taste in the Middle East in general, the Arab world. And I wanted to include that with my education that I got from here. So I thought it would be interesting to basically bring home with me to my new home, which is going to be London. So that was how I developed my concept, basically. And and I made my way through here. I faced a lot of challenges. I think my biggest challenge that I faced was just coming here with a vision and a plan and just saying, okay, what's next? How do I start? I've been to the UK a lot before, but just living here was a little tough to, as they said, getting to know people and getting people to understand what your concept is, what you're trying to do, and why you deserve to get the shop that you want. So, and Karen helped me in one of my biggest challenges, which was to find the right location, actually. Once I found that, I had to go to more than one meeting with them to convince them that I'm the right person to get this shop. And Karen was, one of the people that came with me. And, we had to sit and talk and discuss and explain all that. And then the minute they tried my desserts, they said, okay, we're going to give you the shop. So that made me happy.
And now you have a venue. You have your first venue.
Yes. So I'm still waiting to sign the deal on that. They were taking quite some time. But this was my biggest challenge, I would say, to get through all the no's and to just keep going, to have perseverance, to remind yourself every day that you're here for a mission and you have a dream that you want to make it happen and you need to keep going. There are so many days where you feel down, you feel disappointed, but you need to keep going. And I think, honestly, like being part of this community, Innovator International, this really gave me so much support. You guys have supported through, whether it was through the business side or even personal side. Any question I have, any concern I have, it's always easy to talk to all of you guys. When I first met Nick, actually, when I was getting the visa, I remember when I explained to him my concept and my business, he was so excited and he felt the passion in me. He would tell me, you're so passionate about this, we need to get it going, you're going to be fine. And that really gave me so much confidence in my concept and what I'm trying to do. And I feel like my passion is what kept me going. It's what helped me close a lot of deals. I would always hear the words, we can see from the way your eyes sparkle how passionate you are about your business when you talk about it. And I think this really, resonates with me. And just being part of this amazing community and meeting everyone that's on the same journey and same path, I think is really important because we all get to share, different information, exchange what we're doing, how we're feeling, and you don't feel like sometimes you feel like, you're still not there. When you talk to someone else, they push you and they tell you, it's okay, I'm also not there yet. So that gives you, we need that, I think,
I remember seeing your application, even though it was years ago.
Yeah.
We've probably seen I think we did a count the other day, we've seen 1,800 applications now. And your application was, we loved it straight away. But one of the challenges we get so many applications from people who typically have a restaurant or a food business. And you think, what's different? What can make this business so innovative? but then you had a bespoke element in it as well,
Yes.
where people can come in and do an element or influence the design element in some way. And that's what really stood out. And then your passion came through, and of course we just said, well, we've got to endorse this. We want to try it. We want to try the cakes as well. So where is the venue? Are you allowed to say it?
So it's going to be in Marylebone, in central London.
Fantastic.
And I'm hoping to get it by the end of this month.
Oh, brilliant.
So yeah,
Brilliant.
I'd be hoping to open around mid or end of June if things go well.
Excellent.
Things have been slow, but it's okay. You know, you have to keep going and.
And what's I remember talking about this a couple of years ago.
Yes.
What's in terms of venues? What was the ambition in terms of the next few venues? What are the ultimate venues you're going to be looking at in a few years?
So I definitely have a long-term plan. I
Yep.
mean, I can't stop. I mean, I want to open the first. I was back home a few weeks ago, and we were already talking about, you know, opening. As soon as I open this, I need to think of next steps. So I would hope to open, you know, another 1 or 2 shops in the UK, and then directly go abroad, maybe to the Gulf, maybe to, you know, I mean,
Paris
to
as well,
Jordan, Paris would be, Paris.
fantastic.
I think I also mentioned somewhere around Italy as well. It's just, I think my concept, so it's food and it's desserts and all of that, but I also want to include this cultural diversification. I want people to, you know, to explore different taste buds, get to know, you know, a different culture through food.
Yeah.
And I
Hopefully
think
when
that's
you
quite
open-
interesting.
Fantastic. Hopefully when you open in Paris and Italy, Tamara herself will still be resident when the London stores.
No, of course. No,
Fantastic.
I'm staying here for sure.
Brilliant,
I love it here.
absolutely
Yeah.
brilliant.
I'm not leaving.
Do connect to Tara,
Yes.
watch what's happening with the venue, make sure you get there and try her desserts when it opens.
Can I just
Please,
say
by
one
the way,
last thing?
please.
Because I didn't have my papers
Please do.
with me. I just wanted to say that I think, you know, the one thing that pushed me to keep going was that really anytime as a personality, anytime someone says no to me, I never take a no. It can get annoying sometimes, but I always, you know, keep working for the yes. And I think this really ends up getting you where you want to be. So for anyone that's starting, anyone that feels like, you know, they're not doing well, you know, they feel down about things, just really never take a no from anyone. There's always a way around things, and you always get there at the end. If you really put your mind to it, you're going to do it. So just be passionate, love it, and yeah, you'll get there, I think.
Thank you. So that's a consistent message
Yes.
that seems to be coming through from everyone as well.
Yes, exactly.
And I think, you know, the one beautiful thing is everyone here is so alike in terms of the personality. They have the ability to not take no for an answer. So,
Exactly.
Tamara, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
I
Thank
cannot
you.
wait to try the desserts, but
Thank
please do
you.
connect.
Thank you.
Let's all support Tamara when the shop opens as well. Thank you so much. Travis has just stood up. Is Travis next? Come on over, Travis. It's fabulous to see you again. Looking amazing.
Thank you so much.
Travis, the person who matches the venue
Hi,
in terms
guys.
of size and
Travis.
personality.
Right, I'll keep my things short because I feel like everybody has already listened to enough. Like,
Oh no, we
amazing
want to hear your
stories.
story, Travis. Tell us who you are, tell us what you're doing, and tell us your story.
So, hi guys, I'm Travis Lee. I'm the founder of Sound Art. It just means the radar of sound. So, we're an entertainment music companies that is provided services including music licensing, music publishing, live events promotes, cultural courses, and creative directing. It's basically focusing on Eastern Asian artists in the UK. Because of the COVID regulation at the minute still happening in China, Korea, and Japan. So we can't bring the artists on board to tour in here. What we do is that we pitch their music to Netflix series, Channel 4 series, so that, you know, more people can hear the songs, and then we deal with the Spotify streams, and then basically get all this like revenue back to the team. And then during my innovator, basically it's my next plan is that I'm looking for a joint venture with a tech company that we're going to build up a community online so that these artists can find their own agent, their own label in here to represent their music. I mean, I've told you guys this is the Tinder model that I'm trying to build, but only for musicians. But yeah, at the minute, it's 8 months in my business, and I feel like there are a lot of changes, but I always remember, like, I just wanted to make the scenes in the UK for Eastern Asian artists more inclusive, because, you know, looking at the case study of Rina Sawayama and Griff, these Asian artists being excluded from the Brit Awards, that just make me feel so gutted that these are amazing artists. They live in the UK, but they don't have a chance to get into that sort of a system. So the things that I do, I mean, my core is to challenge the system. And yeah, I think that's scalable.
Fantastic. Again, if you get time, there's so many things. Ethan is, sorry, I'm not saying Ethan because we're talking to Ethan about the range of stories Ethan has. Travis, just like Ethan, has an amazing range of stories. So Travis is going to probably get bored of telling this story. Do ask Travis how he got Will Young famous in China, because Travis is personally responsible for making Will Young famous in China. So you've done it the one way, now doing it the other way as well. But in addition, I mean, what you're doing is absolutely fabulous. If you contact Travis and he's not available, it's probably because he's in one of the major concerts that happen worldwide, MTV Awards. Where have you just come back from?
Literally, I got back this morning at 4:30 all the way from Coachella in America. I slept for 4 hours and here, have my 4th coffee just to present my story to everybody. But I am happy to share my story with everyone.
Thank you.
Because,
So, where was Coachella this year?
Palm Springs in California.
Oh, tough life.
Yeah.
Tough life.
So
from Palm Springs.
I slept in a tent for 2 days in the desert. It's just not fun.
Oh, do you know what? I bet you enjoyed it though.
Yeah,
I bet you
it's
milked
great.
every minute of it. Fantastic, Travis.
Yeah, because it's great for me as well. This is a business trip because there is a collective in America called ATA Rising. It's basically an organization that represents all the Eastern Asian artists over there in America. But there is a gap in the UK that is, lack of services like this. So that's why I wanted to jump in and make something similar for the people who wanted to get into the UK music scenes. And that's my vision, make it more inclusive to my brothers and sisters.
I think amazing business, amazing cause. And again, working with music I think music is one of the most nostalgic things. Whatever mood you're in, music can change it. If you're having a bad day, music can make you feel good. I think it's such an amazing thing to work with. And what a fabulous cause. Travis, thank you so, so much. Do connect to Travis again. If you start speaking to Travis, you'll be speaking for hours because he has such amazing stories and he's such an amazing person to speak to. So thank you so much,
I've
Travis.
just got one thing to say because I actually prepare a lot, but I feel like, everyone's been hitting lots of challenges or similar. But I just want to say that thank you, Innovate International, to, believe in me because I'm going to quote this amazing line from this iconic artist called Lady Gaga when she's promoting a film. There could be 100 people in the room. 99 companies don't believe in you, but you just need that one company to believe in you, and that's Innovate International. And thank you guys so much.
And that goes back to Justin's story as well. Thank you so much, Travis.
Thank you.
Well, I think you've got a lot of people in this room who will believe in you now as well. Thank you, Travis. Karen.
Travis, thank you so much. That was incredible. So we have one person here who may be able to just speak very briefly off the cuff. Sean, I don't know if you are... Hey, she is.
No, we're doing a laps. We're doing a laps.
Our last speaker today, ladies and gents, is Sean.
Fantastic. So Sean's had I won't call it a challenge, an amazing opportunity to add to the team very, very quickly. I'm guessing... The funny thing is, when we set up this business, we set it up 2 weeks after the birth of my twins. Of course, the twins are now 6, so we've been going on for a while, but only 3 years with endorsements. How's your journey going?
It's going well, in fact. Luckily, I have people like Richard to talk to and Karen to talk to along the way to go, how am I going to do this exactly? But you can. So the really fascinating thing is that the work that I do is about well-being, and it's about well-being for yourselves, your communities, your families, and your history, connecting you with your history. So I'm going to hand over to Karen. There we go. This is Ayla. She can be passed around. She's my personal assistant. But just to say that I think what I've learned is that my work and my family life can come hand in hand, that I don't have to separate the two out. And Ayla and I are about to go, thankfully, with my husband to Austria. And he's going to be my co-parent on the journey, and Ayla's going to be my co-facilitator, and we're going to be working together in a workshop, and she'll be a part of the whole process. So I think Jacinda, the Prime Minister in New Zealand, is one of my heroines, changing nappies on the boardroom table, so to speak. Yeah.
Does this open? Does the business ever target mother and babies or father and babies, or does this actually open a new line to you as well? Or is it a line you're not going down?
No, interestingly, it does open a new line to me, and we are looking at doing some movement meditation classes specifically for parents with their children. And not just children-focused, but focused on the well-being of the parents as well.
Fantastic, fantastic. I know you coming up here was very, very last minute. So thank you so, so much.
You learn
She's absolutely
to
fabulous.
improvise.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. And Ayla's loving every minute of it. You can see the way she's looking at you. Well, very proud mum, a very proud daughter as well. So thank you, Sian.
Thank you. And
so,
just
so
to
much.
say that we're all each other's teachers, and I think that
absolutely.
everyone we meet along the way, our children included, teach us how to do what we do and bring out what we do best if we pay attention and allow that.
Fantastic. So Sian's hands are quite full today, as you can see, but please do connect.
Thank
you so, so much. And just leave it on the thing. Thank you so much, Sian. Very last thing of all, when Karen hasn't got her hands full for a moment, Nick, James, where are you? Oh, there we go, there's Nick. Is James around as well? James, come on up. And Karen, Ali and Catherine, can you guys all come up as well? Oh, Ali, you've got to do a quick hi. Bring Ayla up as well. Just a last note to say, you've all come so far, not just geographically on your journeys, but today to be with us. And in the room, we've got a number of people, immigration specialists, we've got service providers, people who have come from businesses to help us. We've got people to do with intellectual property, finance, international trade, the whole lot. And we just wanted to say thank you to all of you for coming here today, because again, our business is absolutely nothing without you guys. Please do make sure you speak to anyone and everyone you need to, connect to all of us. I'm just checking the time now. We've got about 55 minutes left in this amazing venue, so enjoy it, milk it, have a drink, have a sandwich if you haven't already had one, take photos of yourselves, sit with the back to your glass and take the photo of yourself, come back up here again, support each other's businesses, make contacts, do everything that you enjoy doing, because hopefully everyone here has had fun today. We've not had a chance to speak to everyone we want to speak to. Do catch us over the next 55 minutes if you want, but if you don't, we're still available on Zoom, we're still available for meetings, we're still on email. And it's amazing to see people who have helped us through every stage of our journey, right from the start to where we are now. So thank you ever so much for your time. Nick, do you want to say anything quickly?
Yeah, just
put you on the spot. Go on, fire away.
Yeah.
I can catch my breath.
Yeah.
Then.
Thanks, Richard. No, I think the great buzz for us, and I've been involved in quite a few startups over the years, and I've also had a slight taste of corporate life as well. And for those of you guys that have experienced both, small business, entrepreneurship, it beats the hell out of corporates. It really does. It's so exciting. You get a buzz. There's that passion. And you hear, the best thing is about meeting so many inspirational, and I mean this genuinely, there's so many inspirational people with great businesses that can have great experiences. And that buzz of starting and growing a business is fantastic. It really is. And so let's all keep doing it, eh? Because it's great fun. Absolutely. But well done to everyone. And I think I said this at the last event. Starting a business is tough in any country. It's a hard thing to do. But starting a business in a new country, when you've probably had to uproot family as well, that's something on another level. So we are full of admiration for you guys as well. So well done, and let's keep it going.
Absolutely. Thank you very much, Nick. A quick bit of housekeeping. I won't pass the mic through everyone for your time, because I'm sure you're wanting a break now as well. But if any of you have questions over Insight, the app, if you have or haven't got the app and you need any questions, James is the man to call. James Roach, james@innovationinternational.co.uk. Karen, do you want to drop in a note to close as well about your experience over the last sort of year, 18 months?
Yeah, so I've been with this team for about 18 months now. It's been my absolute pleasure and privilege to work with so many professionals who are standing here beside me. Not just professionals, but just genuinely lovely people who have a genuine desire to support and help everybody in this room. And you don't get many opportunities to work with a group like that. So I'm deeply humbled to work with you all, but to work with all of you as well. Your stories and your inspiration are just incredible. And every single day when I listen to you, when I talk to you, when I work with you, it makes me realise what an incredible planet we have with incredible people all out there to build their businesses, to support each other and work together. and it's deeply humbling to work with you all. If I can just recommend and ask one thing today, if you could possibly go and talk to 3 other people in the room that you haven't met before, go and introduce yourselves. Let's share our thoughts and feelings. Let's share our knowledge, and let's all work together to make Innovator International and your businesses successful. And we can do that together, because I don't know about you, but I'm feeling a whole heap of power in this room today, and it's really quite moving. So I'm quite moved today. I don't normally get like this, but I'm really quite moved by being here and by being amongst you all. Thank you all for your kind words, and let's lift each other up.
Absolutely. Thank you, Karen, again. And I'll just say very, very quickly as well, welcome, Catherine, to your first event. So of those you work with Catherine, do make sure you've said hi. Catherine, thank you so, so much again for everything. And again, of course, Ali, I was going to say it's your second event. Well, it's all of our second event, really, because so welcome again, Ali. Always great to see you. And thank you so much to the whole team for the support we keep on providing, but mostly immigration specialists, support providers, entrepreneurs. Thank you to all of you guys. Let's keep the energy moving. Let's keep everything going. Anything you need, don't hesitate to call us. But enjoy the next hour and keep on doing what you're doing so well. So thank you all so much for your time. Hope you enjoy the rest of the day. Thank you very much. Great. Feel free to stay upstairs or go back downstairs, wherever you're most comfortable, and enjoy the next hour. Thanks.